Oh my goodness. I'm here. Y'all still here? Uh-oh. What I did, mess my time up? Anybody here? Hey, Paul, hello. I'm here, you guys. I'm sorry. I had errands to run this morning. Are y'all still here? I'm sorry. Yeah, don't. All right, Deanna. Hi, Ruby. How are you guys doing? Yeah, I'm a hot mess. I've been busy today. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Oh, you 8 minutes. How is everyone? I am so sorry. I've been so busy. Actually, you guys, I made uh, a pumpkin cheesecake for somebody at work today. And she was so generous because, to make one from scratch, it takes like a day and a half because I make my um, graham cracker crust by scratch and all of that. And you have to bake it and then you have to let it get completely cool down to room temperature. And then you stick it in the refrigerator overnight and blah, blah, blah. And then she called or messaged me and said, can I meet her at the APG to deliver it? And she gave me another $20 and a cake plate. So I $40 off a 10-inch cheesecake, pumpkin cheesecake. 8 minutes with interest. I see this. You guys are amazing. I am so sorry I'm late. Gee, I'm not. I can read that, right? And I'm not going to read it out loud. That's funny. So, how's everybody been? Everybody ready for tea day for Thanksgiving? I wanted to get everybody involved, and we can talk about gardening. Hello, Alfonso. How are you? Thank you for coming. Let me pull these comments up. I'm not trying to be rude. Hi, Ruby. It says hello, D. Oh wow, I'm way behind. I'm always behind. No, not a word. What is it? I'm going. All I can do is smile. That's all I can do. I know. I told her I didn't want the extra money, and she shoved it in my pocket. I'm like, oh my gosh. Hi, Jen. Y'all don't know At Home with Jen. She's a sweet lady. And Jen, if you type the word living, it will drop your link. I just wanted to have something for us to talk about. I mean, we could talk about Thanksgiving, what you're going to cook, but I thought maybe gardening because there's so many different types of gardening out there. People don't have the property to do like we do. People, garden in 5-gallon buckets. They do the raised beds. But my first questions to all of y'all is, do y'all know what zone y'all are in? I'm in 7A. And that is the zone I am in. Oh, jeez. You have an empty pocket? I didn't do it. Welcome in, Alfonso. Give me a minute. I'm still trying to get situated. I hope you've been doing well, Jen. Yeah, I was chit-chatting with Deanna back and forth in an email. And I think her and I figured it out. But Randy's in here, Deanna. Did you say something to him about it? But I think that's what it is. I agree. Um, if anybody else can chime in on this, it would be very helpful if y'all didn't discuss it already. If you're trying to get monetized, there is the graph that has the 365, and then down in the bottom of your YouTube, it'll have the little money sign. Your graph and your money sign for your YouTube do not have the same numbers. Hello, Jeff. Welcome in, young man. How's it going? So I was getting frustrated too. She thought she had her 4K hours according to the graph, but then when she clicked on the money sign, it said she was at 3,600. So Deanna and I do believe that the one for 365 days in your graph, that includes your watch hours from your shorts as well. But when you go down to the little money sign on the bottom, that has, and then you click on it, it'll have what you need for the partial, the 3K, and then the 4K. Those hours are not the same as what's on your graph. And we believe that's why the hours are so different. Oh, yours is zone 7. I'm 7A. And look, there's Jeff. I am discombobulated, y'all. I have been busy. Stage. All right. Something happened. I was buffering on my end. I'm glad y'all didn't leave. I know, you get old, you freeze up. I'm sorry, you guys. Thank you for coming. Let's see. Yes, sometimes it takes a few days for your numbers to update. But you got to remember too, it's the 365 days. Like I was explaining to Deanna, is like say yesterday I gained, or today this time last year, exact same day, I made 20 hours. A year later, to date today, I'm going to lose those 20 hours. Oh, yeah, I'm back. I'm back. Crazier than ever. Let's see. Love you. Got to go find a new hiding spot. What the heck? Really? Uh-oh, somebody found somebody. Okay, and Luann is zone 6B to 7A. Hello, Dee. Welcome in. How are you doing? You were in 9B. We're in 7A. Do you all know? Well, I'm sure you do. I just wanted to talk about gardening in general because there's things that I don't know that you guys might know and blah, blah. But there's a lot to gardening and starting seeds. A lot of people just think, well, I want to plant that, and they'll go buy it, they plant it, and they wonder why it didn't grow. It might not have grew because you didn't research that type of plant and what it really needs, the type of soil, the location that it needs to be in. You know what I'm saying? The amount of sun, the amount of shade. Anybody agree with that so far? And Rebecca's in zone 6A. Just like with planting flowers, an example, because I like the hummingbirds. So I have to get native flowers, but I have to get the native flowers that will thrive in my area. And yes, the weather plays a big part in it because of the global warming, but you have to take that into consideration when you buy something. Because there's so many things that I wanted to try that I tried. Like, let's say this. My husband and I planted broccoli and cauliflower for the first time. We never grew them before because we didn't think that they would survive. So we took a shot. We planted them. we got little teeny small heads of uh, cauliflower, and then they wanted, what do you call it, seeds or flour, and they done that. Our broccoli got little bitty heads, probably about this big, and then they just started shooting flowers. But they got 4 foot tall. They didn't really amount to anything. So to me, that's crazy. Is what I'm just trying to say. You need to research your area, what grows best, where to place it, and like try to, like, say, when I always say when something's going out, make sure something's coming in. And Deanna went from 8B to 9A. Would anybody like to come up on and chat if I drop the link about gardening? No politics on my channel, please. I'm not a fan of politics, period. So if somebody would like to come up, I'm sorry, I'm not like Randy. I don't have the paid version. Nothing against you, Randy. I just don't have that paid version for you to like co-stream. Yes, it's always good to check the your map, as Deanna said, to says for 2023 it may have changed. Yeah, just like with the weather. You don't know what the weather is going to be. Right? How many of you do you find you like to plant in the ground if you've done it? Or do you like doing the raised beds? Do you what do you call them? The garden blanket things? Alfonso, you can come up, but I don't want any music if you don't mind. You're more than welcome. But I want to stick to gardening if at all. That's quite all right. Jen said ever since ever since I spotted scorpions in my backyard, I've been creeped out to the garden. And oh, wow. Oh, I would be too. Oh, I don't know. I'm not no. Alfonso prefers raised beds. I want to do the raised beds. I just haven't started. Hold on. Let me drop the link. And before you come up, I would like to see your face. I don't want something crazy. And y'all know what I'm talking about. Okay. But you're more than welcome to come up and chit chat with me for a while. We could talk about gardening, the type of gardening that you do, something that maybe something new you want to try that you haven't, or something you've planted, you won't plant again. Let's do some gardening, help each other out. Because I'm pretty sure the rest of the week people are going to be talking about Thanksgiving. And I wanted to do something on gardening. So I just don't want to ramble on. Because if y'all know me, I'm bad for that. So, did I post it? Yeah. Let me pin it up top. I'm on my phone. Okay. Give me a second, y'all. If y'all see it. Let's see. Yes, you do. Yes, please. Yes, please. Oh, my goodness. That's funny. Okay. Got Alfonso. All right. Not working. Oh, there you are.
Hi, can you hear me?
Oh, there you are. Hello, Alfonso. How you
I'm
doing?
good. I got some gardening pictures I would like to share my screen that I want to show you.
If you can, yes. Let's see. What kind of garden can you show? All right. Now I'm new to this. You know that, right?
Yeah,
Okay. Let me go in
yeah,
here. I'm sorry, you
yeah.
guys.
Gotta
I'm not
bring it.
trying to ignore you. Hold on. Get up.
Yeah, I just gotta pull it up.
Okay. Okay.
So
You're
I want to show
fine.
you what I planted like 2 or 3 years ago.
Oh, that's awesome.
Can you see my
Okay.
screen?
Rebecca gardening in containers. I have not done gardening in the ground because I had nothing but clay where we live. That I understand. Um, if I squash unbelievable taste in spinach. Oh, it's just on it. I'll have to try that. I like okra.
Can you see my pictures or no,
Peas.
Jamie?
I'm going to add this to the stage. This Hanzo's garden from when?
These are
I'm
pictures of my
trying to
garden.
add. What is it? It showed up there. Wait. Look. I'm trying.
Oh, you lost connection. Sorry. It looks like Jamie lost connection. I don't know what happened on her end, so I guess her connection very slow, not stable. Okay, now you can see from my garden that I had a few years back during when the pandemic started. See what I grew my first year in 2020. Grew up my watermelons and just my chart I have that I create once I start my garden that I know what I have. My first year, which it was all successful. My tomato plants. So this is the beginning growing season. Imagine this. I heard the soil here in Colorado is like very sandy, very loose, dry and sandy. I just grew some spinach that year too. Spinach came out twice, 2 years in a row. And my zucchini. You know, when you grow your squash and zucchini, I learned that it's best to grow them apart because they tend to sprout out and intertwine with other plants.
Beautiful flowers.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I shot these because I have a Canon SLR camera.
Uh huh.
And I shot these with my Canon camera.
That's awesome. We have areas like in our backyard where we raised beef cows. The where it would get hits the sun hits it all the time and it gets
Yeah.
really dry in the summertime and you get the
Yes.
cracks in the ground. And
Yes.
then when it rains, it's just the total opposite. It's like walking in a swamp. And then
Right.
out in the front of our yard, down lower by the tree line, it's like crappy. It's like clay,
Right.
and it gets, but it gets nasty too. It's hard to plant anything down there.
Yes.
We actually planted a couple of grape vines this year, um, a black raspberry bush, and we went back looking for blackberries back in the woods, and we pulled up a couple of vines with the roots and stuck them out here, hoping to for them to take off. We'll see come spring, right?
Right. Yeah,
Um,
but here in Colorado, we have a very short growing season, like from end
well,
of
what's your
May.
growing season?
It's from end of May to end of September
That sounds about like hours.
because
We
we
usually
our winters are very long here, from October to May. Our winters here.
that sounds like you sounds like or you're probably a lot drier there, aren't you, than what we are here on the East Coast?
I don't know. I think we are dry up here. We are a lot drier. Like I'm way
Deanna
way
says
up
the
north.
wild blackberry does well where she's at.
Because I'm way up north. Like I'm more closer to Canada.
Yeah, I'm
Here in
over
Colorado.
like way over on the East Coast by right before you hit Delaware, New Jersey. I'm like way over that way.
Wow, but no, I'm way up north, like much closer to Canada, in Colorado.
Yeah, it's been so long since I've been in school. I don't exactly remember where all the states are located. So.
Well, me being blind, so I just go what my senses tell me. Being vision impaired, like my friends in New Mexico, where I'm from originally, they'll tell me that I'm much closer to Canada, so I just go by that.
And what are you doing here in this picture? Are you like working the soil,
Yes,
getting it ready?
that's where I was. That's the when I planted my seeds.
Is that like right before you planted?
Yes, that's right at the plant growing beginning. That's
Do
when
you
it begins.
use fertilizer and
No, no,
rototill and all that?
no. But
Compost or anything in that?
no, no. I just didn't not straight. I did rototip soil like that time. We did
We're
rototip.
lucky in that he actually fenced our garden in this year. I think if you seen him in the videos, and he's put 6 foot chain link fence up all the way around it because we were having rabbits and
Oh
turtles
yeah,
going in
we
there.
had to put that up to get our neighbor's dog. That at that time that was my old place before I moved to another house. But we did have to put up fence to keep my neighbor's dog out.
Well, we have a we live like a little bit of woods, so we get like the wild animals like
Oh yeah.
foxes and possums and all that coming through.
Well,
And
the only animal we get like squirrels.
oh,
They would chew everything up. I remember one year they chew up our Christmas lights, big time.
oh wow! And Luann says they did a she did what you said. I did that with blackberry briar this year. Huh? I actually I'm hoping my strawberries that I planted for the first time. I didn't get that many this year, but I'm hoping next year. I'm hoping they come back because they've already like multiplied and they spread out a
Oh
little
yeah,
bit instead of
yeah.
going out of that spot.
You know
So
what
I'm
happened? You know
hoping
what?
I get more. They're delicious.
When I planted my Spanish that first year, it actually came back the second year. I didn't even expect it. It came back.
Do you have yeah? Do you have a rabbit? We do have a rabbit problem, and right now
No,
with the weather changing, it's squirrels, 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 squirrels
yeah.
everywhere.
Well, we didn't have
Squirrels are
rabbits at
everywhere.
my old place, but now where I'm at now, we got rabbits.
We have squirrels right now. It's squirrels, and the birds can be a nuisance too. Getting ready, I think. Well, for me, it's a nuisance because they keep going in with my chickens and
Yeah,
the turkeys and stealing their grain. It's a pain in the butt. You got to worry about that. What do you call it? That uh, bird
bird
flu
feeder.
or whatever it
Yeah,
is.
yeah.
My husband won't let me block them completely in. He said, no, they got to have light. So he won't let me do that.
You could block them. You just need to put like a translucent tarp that the light will still go through,
Hmm.
like a clear tarp, clear plastic.
Well, they have a roof, they have two sides, but the front and the divider is like open. You know what I mean? It's not
Yeah,
like completely open. It's got like grates on it, like a fence on the
yeah.
front because
But
they're
there's a
separate because
clear
we have all these
color.
turkeys.
Yeah, but there's clear color corrugated plastic. You could
Oh,
cover
my
that
husband
shit.
has 23 turkeys now, so it's like, pfft, holy moly. Well, hello, Miss Rebecca. Welcome in.
But they are my
Oh, thank you,
tomatoes
Rebecca.
that I grew that first year too. That they take these take the longest to grow to harvest.
Luann says, I have bad luck with strawberries. A neighbor says that the local pick strawberry places plant them every year. I don't even know what brand mine was. I had my son taste them. He said, Mom, these are better than the grocery store. I was like, yeah, well, they're out
Oh yeah,
here.
they taste. Oh yeah, the stuff you grow, God, they taste way better from the groceries.
Oh, definitely. Definitely.
So my
And
tomatoes that I grew, and then my cantaloupe.
yeah, we actually had, I'm serious. They were only probably about this big in cantaloupes, but boy, were they good. We only got like two because a rabbit or something got a hold of the other one.
I was successful growing them.
Well,
They
that's what
got
I
pretty
said. At
big.
least we got two. So I was happy with that.
But you know what? But they hide. You don't really know until you're done. When it's time to clean up, you find more that were hidden.
Yeah, true. And our cucumbers, I like, what is it, the pickle bush cucumbers that you use
Yeah,
for canning. Last year they were spectacular. This
yeah,
year, not so much. Not so much. I got lucky. I was on Marketplace and somebody said he had about a bushel of the pickling cucumbers left. So I said, well, I'll take both of them. And I went and I got them. I think it was $10 a half a bushel, I
wow.
think it was. And I just scarfed them all up. And of course, I did a variety of canning pickles for the hubby in my family. I tried pumpkin. They got all viney, got the flowers on them, Jen, and nothing. Nothing. That was it. But I didn't know because maybe where
You
it
know what?
was.
I think what it is because every plant that you grow does not use the same amount of pH or the same amount of water, same amount of everything. It varies from plant to plant. Some
Well,
require
I think too. Well, it was in a
different.
good spot because it was back where it was shaded, but it was also one of them areas where it gets wet, stay
Yeah,
wet, and then it dries up, and then the ground just cracks like you're having an earthquake or something like in a
yeah,
desert.
yeah.
And they
But
would
the
do
thing is,
good, and then they just fizzled
a
out.
lot
And
has
you
to do
didn't
with the
get nothing.
pH level. A lot has to do with the pH. Every soil is different. Some plant requires
There's a
certain.
way you can test the pH yourself. I was googling that somewhere, and it's just
You know what? They sell these soil tester on Amazon. You stick it into just the soil moisture level because some plants require more
hi
depending on the moisture.
Michelle. Thank you, my dear.
Because some plants like require different levels of moisture. Some require more water. Some don't require much. You gotta go with what the plant specs. They sell this the
Hi
soil moisture
Dee.
the level meter kit on Amazon.
How
And
are
Hi,
you, beautiful lady?
I'm great. How about you?
I'm fine, thank you. And Bert, come in here. I guess I was late for my own live stream because I was sidetracked making a delivery of a pumpkin cheesecake, and then I had to sit down and relax a little bit. It's like, oh crap! And I come back here. I said, oh crap! I'm late. So how you been
Okay.
feeling? Sorry, Alonzo.
Uh,
yeah, yeah, like I said, the soil test meter they sell those on Amazon. They're like $10, $15, and you just stick it into the soil, and it reads out like your pH level, your moisture level.
but you
Okay,
don't need to do that.
I'll have to
You,
check
if
into
you,
that.
if you can get a hold of your extension office in your area, then you can take a sample to them, and they will do it for free.
Really?
You just Yes, you need to call your extension office and find out when it is that when's the best time for them to do it. And then all you have to do is go out and just take samples of different parts of your garden, take it back to them. They're going to have to send it off probably because it usually runs through one of your universities, but they
Okay.
will test it for free and send you a thing back and tell you what you need to do if you need to do anything.
Oh.
Then
Well,
cost you penny.
I didn't know that. I know you can get your water tested. I didn't really think that I didn't think
Yeah,
about getting your soil tested.
yeah.
That's good to
Just
know.
call your extension office in your area in your state.
Thank you for that. That's
No,
very
no
helpful.
problem. No
But
problem.
You
what I
plan
used
to
Hey,
bring
to,
this year,
I'll
D?
be I'll be back.
Okay.
I'll be back.
So anybody in the chat, has anybody planted or
Hello?
hydroponics? Has anybody done hydroponics?
I don't think so.
When you did you said you did a raised bed.
Yes. The
Did you
second
use
year
the
this
black stuff? The
well
black plastic stuff to keep your weeds out.
yes the second year that I did it about the stock tanks. The second year that I did it,
Did you have any luck with it?
yes, I was successful too.
What
They
about
just
the weeds?
no weed problem
None
because
at
of
all.
none.
Were they able to get watered properly when it did rain? Like, was it
Yes,
like the breathable fabric?
yes.
Yes. What haven't you planted that you would love to plant?
I got some seeds that they sent me from Bolshley Farm, but I never used them. I've got my seeds stored in here.
Oh, okay. Are you going to start your seeds indoors or outdoors under a grow light?
I don't know what, but this is what I got right here.
Was it pumpkin?
Cantaloupe,
Hold on. Let me make
got
you big.
tomato.
Wait a minute. Crap. I got to click on you here. Hold on. I'm learning. Somebody taught me something. I'm going to try it out. There you go. There you
It's
go.
like
What kind of
my,
tomatoes are they? Ooh, you're going to make me want a
USDA.
tomato sandwich. Ooh, the good lettuce. Oh,
Pumpkin,
pumpkin.
heirloom seeds.
And is that Baker Creek?
Yeah, it was sent to me from I think from Arkansas.
Thank
I
you,
don't know what.
Luann. You have a blessed Thanksgiving as well. Thank you, thank you, thank you for dropping in. Everybody say bye to Luann. She's got things she's got to do. And Jen said, tomato sandwich with mayo. You got it, girl.
Okay,
And Dan from Handicraft Traveler says hello, Alfonso.
hi Dan.
I'm learning how to work this thing. It was crap. Johnny from the Gillen Farms told me how to do the solo thing. I was like, okay, where? I kept hitting the wrong one. Have an awesome day, Luann. Let's see. Let's go back to do. Solo. Bear
Yeah,
with me, y'all. I'm trying to get the hang of this.
yeah. Like I
Let's
said,
see
these are
here.
my stock tanks I bought 2 or 3 years ago, like in 2021. But they worked out pretty well. I spent like $400 for all four of them.
Um, are they galvanized steel or what are
Yes,
they?
galvanized steel, still galvanized steel.
I know some things will rust out.
Yeah, but these I got it through Tartar USA.
Mmm. Dan, you're making me hungry.
The only issue I
Dan,
had,
that was my video.
the only issue I had was mushrooms. I wanted
I thought
mushrooms.
he was making the thing. I just posted for Noodle November. Says I just watched someone making cream cheese and spinach ravioli. That would be me. And I hope you laughed.
Like this is throughout the growing process.
What's in that? What was in that one? Get back up. What was in that?
Squash and zucchini.
You don't take markers and mark what you have in them.
I make my charts because I put them in braille. I think I need.
Oh, okay, okay.
I might get some markers and put braille markings on them so I can see what I'm doing.
You should try that. I got my husband. He'll plant stuff without me, and then I try to get on there and do a video to show everybody, and I'll be going, he planted this, and I don't know what this is. I feel like a nut. It's like, what did you plant there? Howdy, howdy, Paul. How are you? Welcome in. We're
Like
going to
it's
talk
like
about gardening today. Anything gardening.
Like this
No
through the growing
politics.
process.
Anything. Hi, Huga. How are you? Oh boy, what is? Let's see. I'm showing comments. Alfonso is showing his garden that he done from what did you say last year,
2 years ago,
2
because
years
last
ago.
year we were in the movie.
You
The
guys should
movie.
really see me, and he's that's it's awesome. I'm jealous. We plant our stuff in the dirt.
And one lesson I learned is not to plant them together because
Oh,
they all
Deanna, that was
intertwine.
it was amazing.
Yeah,
Sorry about that.
they intertwine. Like I should keep them at least further apart.
Well, if you get them, well, don't you want them to cross pollinate?
Well, what happened was they get tangled up and with other
That's
plants.
true too. That's true too.
That's the problem I have. They get tangled up, and they hurt my chili peppers that grew that second year.
Oh wow.
You see how they grow when you have them too close
Oh,
together. They'll start.
sorry,
Over.
D. I was trying to be the nice host and pay attention to what he was doing and read the chat.
Oh, no
Trying to
problem. No
get better,
problem.
lady. I'm trying to get
Let's see
better.
here. You're fine. I was
You
trying
working hard
to.
today, D?
I am. It's Monday. I have to work from
Mm.
everything from the weekend and straighten up everything from where I was gone.
Oh,
But
that seems like everywhere. When the good ones are off, you go back to a big fat mess.
it's not too bad. I'm pretty good. You can see behind me over here it's a mess, but
Now these were my chili peppers. I think barely started coming out.
Paul said, Alfonso. Paul says Alfonso has the tomatoes and lettuce, but needs the piggy. Nothing better than fresh bacon, lettuce, and tomato sandwiches with mayo. And he's right on that one.
no, he is
He's going to make
absolutely
everybody
right.
hungry in here. And everybody going to say, I'll be back. I got to get something to eat. D.A., you got
Now,
you a snack at your table?
do what?
You have you a snack in your pocket?
Nope.
She looked.
And these are
No.
the flowers
The-
that
It's
I'm
oh my
open.
goodness, the flowers are gorgeous, Alonzo.
my shirt's huge on me
We're
because
saying
it's
hello to everyone.
where I've lost weight,
What
but
is
I like the
considered
shirt.
noodles? Good question. I guess a noodle is to me, when they say noodles, I guess maybe just everything pasta, but some people might narrow that down to the long noodles or elbow noodles. That's an open question there. I really don't know how to answer
Do you know
that.
what a zoodle is?
Uh-oh. What's a noodle?
No, a zoodle.
What is considered a noodle?
Oh, I don't know. I guess anything that's long, continuous. Pasta.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. But
See,
I
like,
think in
see,
in this scenario, it's anything pasta noodles. Anything made of pasta.
like over time,
Gotcha.
you know how they got bigger, right?
Oh wow! Look how big that has gotten.
Yeah, how it's getting tangled up with these rest.
Look how huge these leaves are. Wow! All right, I got it back here. What is it?
There you go. Paul's telling you, noodles are made from eggs.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. Well, mine is considered a noodle then because mine ravioli had 2 eggs in it. Because to be honest, it could be squash noodles, hearts of palms, homemade pasta, bagged pasta into a dish or some sort to go check Tony. Thank you,
I,
Michelle.
I think this year when I grow my squash and zucchini, I'm gonna grow them upwards on a trellis or something.
You got a green thumb. My husband does too. Dee says she prefers bacon on the. We're ended up in the food here. Oh my! Look at the flower. Put that back. Put that back, Rondo. Oh, look at that. That's pretty.
Yeah, it's that
Mine
from
reminds me of a lily.
The squash and zucchini. My.
Oh my goodness.
But see how they grow? Like instead of they getting tangled up and then becoming too close proximity.
Uh-huh.
Hi, Jen. Have a great day.
Dan says you have to give artichokes a lot of space too. Lesson we learned this year. You know, I have never, ever tried an artichoke.
Now here's a
Ever.
sample of what happens when you don't give them space. They get intertwined with the weeds on the
Oh,
sides.
you don't want to see my garden this year. Holy crap. It was a hot mess.
And it gets big, becomes a bigger hot mess too.
Oh, Jamie, I need to head to Florida Pop. Oh, happy Thanksgiving, Jen. Tell him I said hello. Safe travels. Enjoy. Be safe. Love you, girl. Oh, wish Jen a happy Thanksgiving. She's flying back to Cali. That's where her dad's at.
Well, you have a safe flight and have a great holiday.
You guys need to check her out. She's a really sweet lady. Very sweet lady. She used
Hey,
to live in
Joy.
California and she moved to Texas because of her grandson. Now she can see her grandson. I think she lives right down the street from him now. Deer like zucchini flowers.
Yes, they like kind of any flowers. They
Yeah, I
like
tried to plant flowers that do not attract deer.
yeah,
I
yeah, me too.
tried.
Yeah.
I tried. I didn't say I was successful.
These are all my squash, my gorge
Oh,
squash.
wow.
Unfortunately, they came out too hard.
Oh, hi, Joy. I didn't know you was in there. Hi, Joy. How are you?
Say hey to Scott for me.
Yeah, say hello to Scott for all of us. Alfonso
But
is
I'm gonna.
showing us his garden that he from 2 years ago,
Yeah,
and you guys, I'm just totally amazed. He's doing, I guess, the container gardening.
and it works out really well. Especially with the weed control and all that.
Look at them plants, y'all. And what zone are
For sh-
you, Alfonso?
Um, it varies like from I think A3 or A4 for Colorado. I'm not sure. I just looked it up. I posted on the chat earlier.
Mm-hmm. Oh wow.
I don't do very well in containers.
I have not tried it. I've been saying for
Well,
2 years because
You
I had.
gotta put the tarp underneath the containers and stuff like that to keep the weeds out.
Well, my bright idea was because we used to have cows. We don't have cows anymore. And I have a 100-gallon Rubbermaid tub, with the drainage hole on the side, and then a black rubber, I think it's 50-gallon. I thought about maybe drilling holes in the bottom of that and putting gravel or something in that and then building it up that way and then maybe sitting it up on something so I didn't have to like bend over and break my back to pull weeds. I don't know. I just never got around to it.
I had ordered a bunch of them, and I got basically took on them. So I'm kind of give that idea. But now I do have
Oh.
I have the upper garden, and then the lower. I call that the upper 40. The lower 40 is down next to where we have our back porch at, and
Mm-hmm.
it's kind of to raised a little bit where we filled in behind it, and we did real well there. The tomatoes and peppers. Oh my gosh, I got so many peppers, banana or jalapenos and banana peppers. Um,
Mm.
and I think that's probably more where we're gonna garden because we
And
did
this is
so
what I
many
got the second
tomatoes.
year that I did my gardening.
That's awesome.
You hear the
I love
flowers.
flowers. We didn't plant any peppers this year. And that's my fault because I know last year he planted hot peppers and I guess kept burning my hands, my eyes, or whatever. And I would complain. And he said, well, I'm not going to plant none next year. Guess what? He didn't plant none. So then when I wanted to make some cowboy, this, that, and the other one that I needed jalapenos, I had to go buy them. So
Yeah.
be careful what you wish for.
Yeah, you might get it.
Yeah, I'm like, man, now I got to go to the store and buy the jalapenos to make what I want to make.
Well, mine said last year that he was not gonna plant very many tomato plants, and he ended up planting. I think it was like 56. And I
Holy
said, yeah,
what?
yeah. So now he's saying he's not gonna can this year, and I'm thinking, okay, well, we'll see whenever it comes time for gardening and
Yeah.
what we're gonna garden. We do have plenty of tomato stuff, plenty
Oh,
of tomato stuff. But
we planted, I don't know
I'm
how many tomato plants. We had cabbage. I don't know if you've seen the video. cabbage plant after we ended up having to give some away. He had went crazy because he liked I did started fermenting him some sauerkraut, and then
Mm-hmm.
yeah, and he really liked that. So then he went crazy just planting all this cabbage that took off. And I was like, I forget, like 50, 60 quarts or more of sauerkraut for him.
Now, do you hear my
It was
trident
Wow, that's
peppers?
awesome.
crazy. Huh?
Now, see, our cabbage didn't grow. It just did not grow. It got eat up, and I don't know why with what, but it just didn't grow.
Now,
Our
see,
lettuce, it did
oh,
well.
sorry. He
No,
likes
that's
to
okay.
use the 7 dust on ours.
I used that. I used diatomaceous earth. I
Oh, wow.
used dust. I used spray. I used all kinds of stuff,
You hear
and
my
nothing
cucumbers?
seemed to want to work.
Wow.
My zucchini last year,
Uh-huh.
maybe got 3 out of
Oh,
about 8
wow.
plants, but I think the deer were eating
Our summer
them.
squash did really well. And for the first time ever, he planted, because he watching something on the news, they did some kind of a spaghetti squash dish. And he said, oh, we got to do that. So he made sure he planted some spaghetti squash. And it really is good.
I
I
love
think we
spaghetti
got 4 or
squash.
5 this year. They were really good.
Like, they have my final results of my gardening.
Oh, wow. Ooh. What peppers are those?
The trident peppers, the one that grew, that they ripe from green to red.
Are they hot?
No,
No?
medium,
Medium?
mild to medium. Yeah,
And they were called Trident?
yeah, trident peppers. And they put it there with
Ooh.
my cucumber sandwiches.
Ugh. Yeah, tease us all. Everybody's getting hungry, Alfonso, and you want to throw in some food. What the heck?
All right.
You trying to make everybody hungry. Poor Dee don't have a snack in her pocket. I don't have no snack in
No.
my pockets either. Ooh, look at those.
Yeah, that was it. That was
Oh,
it.
man. I'm impressed. I'm really impressed. Y'all see that stuff?
Okay, yep.
Wow.
I have a question for handicapped traveler. What kind of mesh bags are you talking, and how are you going to use it? If you don't mind me asking.
I'm behind.
Excuse me.
Okay.
Oh,
I was like,
never mind.
no. You're okay.
Somebody's here.
Okay.
No, I'm good.
Okay. Woman.
Well, I mean, I was talking to somebody here in the office.
Oh. You can laugh at me. I don't care. Most of my tomatoes and peppers did well in containers this year, better than last year and the year before. Now, see, that's like last year. Our green beans did really well last year, or no, they did okay last year. This year they like took over. It was crazy. The cucumbers didn't do very, very well this year. The corn started out really, really well, and then we had those storms come through with them high winds. And next thing you know, all of our corn is flopped over. So we didn't get any corn. Wow.
See, we had that trouble with our tomato plants because we kept having really bad windstorms with, rain come
Yeah, they
through,
did that
and
to
it
the
would just blow them right
tomato
over.
plants as well, and we kept going out there to try to keep staking them up and wrapping them up. And
Yep.
as soon as
Yeah,
you get them
tomato
fixed,
plant,
good,
you do.
back out there, they're back down again. It's like, what the poo?
Yeah, tomato plant, you do want to keep them caged.
Well,
It doesn't matter if they're caged. Ours were all
he used to put a
caged.
stake, like a regular stake in the ground, and then he would take string and loosely tie it around that stake.
Yeah. See, we started ours with tomato steaks, and they started getting so big that we caged them with the stake. But the storms we had were so bad that it blew them over. Didn't break them, but we could get them popped back up. But we did lose, quite a few, but not really bad. But
Our
a cage
biggest,
is not going to hold them up.
yeah, our biggest issue I found with us, I don't know. I hear a lot of people say when you're starting your tomato plants to put them down so far in the ground or whatever to the bottom leaves, and you pinch them off, and then you're supposed to prune them somewhere to keep them lush. Ours usually ended up getting long and leggy like a tomato, my mouth would, like pumpkins, they would get long and they would just spread all on the ground, all around. Yeah, we
Okay.
could. They just kept getting longer and longer. We had one that the whole length of the garden. I'm like, what the world is going on here? But I
Well,
mean,
they'll do that if you don't, train them up. And them going down your garden is not going to hurt a bit. It's not going to hurt a bit. I saw a guy that just actually he would take. Okay, the tomato plants had got like root hairs on them,
mhm,
and as it would grow down, he would cover it up, and the roots would grow up,
mhm.
and he just kept getting it to where he would train them. When they started to come up, he would prune them off to where he
Oh,
just had that
okay.
one. But you can grow. I don't know how many to your heart's content, as long as that vine will grow. But you just have to
Okay.
keep covering, not the whole vine, but just part of it where you want one to pop up.
Okay.
You just cover it up with dirt and it'll take off.
Oh, okay. That's good to know.
All right,
Sheldon Valley
I
says
gotta
if you
jump
let
on
your
something.
artichokes open up, the pollinators will love you, and then let them dry out on the plant. They will go to seed, and you will be able to harvest seeds for the following year. Oh, what does
Well,
artichokes
I
taste like?
love
Somebody
artichokes.
answer that question for me. Everybody likes them. I had no idea what they taste like. What
I
they taste
love
like?
them.
Like
It's
a.
basically spinach, spinach
Oh well, we
with
love
cheese.
spinach,
It's I thought about artichoke. It's spinach with cheese.
and we like Brussels
Okay.
sprouts.
Do you have an Aldi's in your area, Jamie?
Yes, yes.
Go, go to Aldi's and get you some. They're in a jar. Artichokes, marinated artichokes,
Uh-huh.
and some of them are in an oil, some of them are not. Some of them have, like a artichoke salad in it.
Okay.
But just go down there and get you some and try your jar, and you'll find out if you like them or not.
All right,
Now,
I'll do that.
I don't like them plain out of water unless they're cooked, chopped up and cooked with
Oh,
something
do you
else.
prefer the oil or the plain? What do you think I'd be better off to try first,
I
or
like,
just get one of
I
each,
love marinated. I love marinated
the
ones.
marinated ones?
Yeah, yep.
All right, I will do that. I will take your advice. My green beans are getting eaten by leaf turners. Oh my, I'm sorry. My garden's done. It was suggested that they have mesh used for making bags at Michael's you can buy like fabric. Isn't that called like a muslin fabric? I think I see that. Isn't that what that called, D? Is it
I
muslin?
I really don't know. I don't know what they're talking about. That's why I was asking.
Oh, well, yeah.
I'll
Dee was
have
asking about
to.
that. What's it for? She wanting to know what that's
Let's
for,
see
man.
here. If you have a mesh used for making bags at Michael's, you can buy like. Um,
Yeah,
I'll
are you
have
making
to
with
see.
jam or
I'll have,
jelly or?
All right, I'm gonna jump off now, guy. I'm gonna grab some lunch. Thank
all
you.
Okay,
right.
thank you, Alonzo, for coming. Or I want to call you Alonzo.
All right.
Alfonso.
Yeah.
There's a guy I work with. His name is Alonzo. Oh my goodness. My apologies,
It's
Alfonso.
okay.
Thank you
People get me
so
mixed.
much for
You
coming
well.
up here and chit chatting with us and showing us your beautiful garden.
Thank you. But
You
this
have a
year,
lovely
yeah,
Thanksgiving.
thank you, same to you. Hopefully next year I have a better growing season because now
Oh,
that we
thank you,
landscape,
sweetheart. And
we
don't be
landscape our
offended. I
yard.
call everybody sweetheart. I'm old.
I know. We grew our garden, hoping that I could grow my garden in the spring again. Now that we landscape our yard, set up a gardening area and all that.
I can't wait. You have to do some videos on that when you start again, Alfonso.
I will
Okay?
take pictures.
Yes. Take us
Yeah.
on a tour. Let's see what you're doing.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Please.
I will.
All right,
Thank
hon.
you.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Welcome. Bye
Bye, Alfonso.
bye. Bye.
Yeah, you want to check out my garden? There's plenty of video on mine in my channel. There's it went too far. To be honest with you.
It just got so hot we couldn't keep up with it.
Yeah, and I started everything from seed. I'm not going to do that again.
We did some from seed, and then we went to the Amish and started buying them from there. We bring them in here when it was cool, and then we would take them out when the sun was out and let them start getting acclimated to being outside. It's a lot of work, but
Yeah.
it's worth it in the long run.
Yeah, it was a lot more work than I needed to put into. Excuse me. Doing
Yeah,
this seed.
I told him, I said, I don't think we're going to put out this year. Over half our backyard was he made into a garden, and that was a lot of upkeep for just the two of us. That was way too much. It was wearing me out. I think the tomatoes and the cabbage about wore me out this year. Deanna said hers is held up with trellis and string. Hello, Pinky Bunny was away. I hope you're still in here. Sorry, I seen you were in. It's just that I was in conversation. My apologies. Hope you're doing well.
Paul, if you're taking off, honey, have a great day. Sweet man.
Somebody else leaving as well.
I think Paul Honeyman.
I have to prune mine because of you. We don't have that humidity right now. Binky saying hi to Dan. Thank you, Dan. Yes, so that would be so kind of you. I'm sorry, I'm trying to get caught up right now. I think that is it. What's what I said? Dan, type again. The muslin? Is it for D and I are confused what you're talking, what you need the mesh bags for. Did you get that, D?
Let's see here. They are like purses. Oh, okay. Is it kind of like a drawstring bag? And you put it over the
cheesecloth.
But
right?
What do you put it over? What part of the plant do you put over it?
Oh, okay.
Just the buds, the flower.
But if you cover the plants over, they're not going to do very well because the pollinators can't do the pollination for them to produce. Because I know another YouTuber done that and he covered everything over to keep the bugs out, but then his garden lacked because the pollinators couldn't get to it. It's a leaf turner to leaf folder. I can't keep it straight. No, don't feel bad, Deanna.
I will have to Google tool. Okay, I understand now.
Okay.
But I will have to look up a YouTube video to see if I can find out what that is.
Thank you, Paul. Happy Thanksgiving to you. Sorry, I just seen your comment. Be safe. Be well. Don't eat too much. Thank you for coming. D, you're faster than I am. Anybody say they make like purses out of it? We were told it works well to keep bugs off the plants. Yeah, I think that's it. What Deanna said, tool. I think that's what that's called.
Yeah. It's the stuff they make ballerina skirts from, light and airy. Yeah.
Thank you, Big
I don't know.
All right, Dan.
Okay, have you all seen a video on this, or can you maybe point us in a direction where we can research it?
I seen another. Oh, has anybody heard of the other? Oh, what the heck? Robbie and Gary's gardening. They're in California, and she uses that tool stuff for everything. She makes her own little tent, canopy type tents to put over her totes that she plants stuff in. It's pretty cool.
And who's this?
Welcome in. How are you? Thank you for coming.
Hey, Terry. How's it going today? Who did you say does all the tools?
It's Terry. Hi, Terry. We just talked about gardening.
Jamie.
What?
Who did you say? Who did you say that does a lot with the tool?
What is it? I just said it. What the heck did I just say? Did anybody hear what I just said? Something Gary. It's now you made me forget. Hold on.
Okay. That's okay. I'll run it back.
I'll find it real quick. Hold on.
I bought a pack of mashed potatoes to isolate. Oh, I can understand that. Lordy be, I
Bear
think
with me, y'all.
Every flower off my what those things called? Marigolds. And I saved it. I'm saved every seed from every flower that was on my marigold for next year. I'm having them suckers everywhere.
It is Robbie and Gary's gardening.
Robbie? All righty, thank you.
You're welcome. She does a lot of gardening. She's in California. She does a lot of gardening. A lot of inner gardening.
The only thing I have in a container that did anything at all was I had a flower pot that had parsley in it, and I had a big wash tub that I put my herbs in. And they, toward the end of season, that's when they really took off. But other than that, nothing really did anything.
Oh,
So
I
let's go
still haven't
ahead
tried
to
container garden.
YouTube.
I just posted their link in the chat, D. The Robbie
Got it.
Gary.
I just subbed to
Anna
him.
says, I bought a pack of little mesh bags from Dollar Tree to isolate tomato and pepper flowers. That way I could have, or save true seed. There you go. Yeah, because somebody said, I didn't really think about that. That people getting their plants too close, that they cross pollinate and get something funky, I guess, maybe. It could be a good funky, but I don't know how true that is.
Yeah.
And I know
Now
some. Go ahead.
my tomato plants, they all, I mean, it kind of looked like one big old garden of a plant, one plant. Last year, because they just grew. I mean, they grew and they grew and they grew, and they didn't seem to want to stop growing.
What did you plant that you didn't have any luck with that you wanted to grow?
Beets.
Beets? You planted and didn't have any luck with it?
I got a quart and a half of beets out of it.
Oh, man. Well, I tried potatoes, and you guys are going to laugh because I guess they were doing good. They got about, the leaves at the outside were about this big. I had to weed eat. It was hot out. Guess what I did? I weed eated them down. I'm like, oops.
I didn't have any luck with them either last year.
I love potatoes.
Now, I did some candy onions, and oh my heavens, they were so good. I mean, but I mean, I didn't have an abundance of them. I just have them in a box out, on our back deck that they're covered. But they're just, what I got was really, really good.
Oh, wow.
I don't get enough potatoes to warrant doing that again.
No.
I mean, I can buy them cheap here, so I'm not gonna.
That's true. That's true.
And my cucumbers didn't do good last year.
Happy Thanksgiving, Michelle. You have a blessed, wonderful day. Be safe. Love you, girl. Love you guys. Thank you for being here.
I had my cucumbers. I had pickling cucumbers, but instead of being short and long, they were balls, and instead of them being green, they were yellow.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Weird.
That is really weird.
So
wow.
I figure I have enough cucumbers to last me for a while, and I'm not going to grow them.
Did anybody dehydrate anything? Did you dehydrate anything? What'd you?
Yeah. Every pepper that I had left over, I put it through my KitchenAid chopper, I didn't. I didn't. I put it through a hand chopper and put it out and dehydrated it all and just put them all together. That's beautiful in the jar. I got a half a gallon of peppers, but yeah, I didn't have room in the freezer for them, so I just chopped them up and did that. And the only thing that I've been able to keep seed from is, like I said, these marigolds. That's it. I don't have what keeping seed or getting seed or catching it, in time. I don't have that good luck.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of people saying, because actually I think that's what happened to us with Dee said it could have been a part of the mix-up with seeds from seed companies. I agree with that part, because we will always buy this certain type of cabbage, and the cabbage head's supposed to get round. The last ones that we bought, we went out there looking at them. They were shaped like this. They were like this at the bottom, and they came up like a cone.
Yeah.
That was
and
weird.
There are some that do that.
It was like,
there are some that do that.
What's wrong with that cabbage? I said, as long as it tastes like cabbage, it's good. It just looks funny.
Yep.
I said, it just looks funny. It still tastes good. Don't worry about it. But yeah.
I don't think I saw that in Baker seed, but I do believe I saw that. I think I saw it on Facebook where somebody was growing them like that.
Oh, really? Yeah, I googled them because I didn't know what they were. Because another YouTuber, she said that all you guys' cabbage is nice and round, and hers was doing the same thing. It was looking like a cone, like a hey, as long as it's cabbage and tastes good, right?
Exactly. Hello,
Oh,
Maritza. How are you?
yeah. Hello. How are you? Thank you for coming in. I
See
know I
if
was,
I
I was
can.
late to my own party today. Yeah, I go in to get a cardboard box because her cheesecake wouldn't fit into the pan, the regular 10-inch pie pan. So I go in there and they said, "What are you doing in here on your day off?" I said, "Getting stuff. I got to deliver a pumpkin cheesecake." And what do you know? Everybody wants a pumpkin cheesecake now. I said, "No, you can wait till after Thanksgiving." I said, "My hands, I'm busy right now." I said, "After Thanksgiving, I'll take some orders." I mean, I said, "But I think
Okay.
I'll." Yeah, it's like right now. I'm just like it's too close to Thanksgiving to worry about that. My daughter wants me to make her a pumpkin roll, and
Let me
it's
show you
just too
something.
much. What you got?
Is that what it looked like?
Yes, yes. Is there a name for that?
Well, one place calls it a Charleston Wakefield, and another one calls it an arrowhead. Hey, Tamara, David, a Charleston
Oh,
Wakefield or a arrowhead.
hello, Tamara. Tamara. I'll get, see, it's like,
I
no,
u-
Tamara.
I used to do that until I finally
Oh, my
looked at the
goodness.
spelling.
I'm sorry. Tamara. Hi, David. My mouth says something, but I'm trying to type the right thing until I see an extra A in there. It's like, oop, that ain't right. And who's leaving? You all have a happy Thanksgiving. It's Outdoors with Big Matt. Welcome in there, stranger. Thank you for
What's up,
stopping
Big
in.
Matt? You have
How's
a
it
good day, I
going?
hope.
We're just chitty chatting about gardening and what have you, our zones, and just talking about gardening, anything gardening. You've got to go back to the doctor. Uh-oh. Aren't you going for surgery? Big Matt says hello, everyone.
Oh, did you go today, Terry?
It's good to see you, Tamara. She's laughing. Look, crazy lady straight ahead. Not that one. This one.
I'm crazy too.
We're
My
crazy
hair,
fun. We're crazy good. That's what
my
we are.
hair.
We're crazy
I was
good.
looking at my hair and it looks like it is out of
Oh,
control.
honey, I didn't turn the light on. I'm afraid I might scare y'all away. So I'm like, I'll just leave the light off for today. But like I said,
So,
I am who I am.
okay,
Tamara saying hello to everyone in the chat. Now I
Terry,
guess
I'll talk to.
what?
I was gonna say, Terry, I'll talk to you when I get home. See what's
Oh,
see
okay.
what's happening.
Yes. Oh no. Painful lump. Ooh, I'm sorry to hear that. Well, I'm sending prayers your way. So, Deanna, what do you want to plant
Oh,
next year that you didn't plant this year? This goes for anybody in the chat. What does somebody want to plant brand spanking new that they've never grown before for next to put in their garden next year? Put it in the chat,
I want to do
please.
okra.
Huh?
I want to
Okra?
do okra, but my Terry won't do okra. I
Oh
have to
no.
sneak a plant or two in. Oh no, Dee.
I want to try. Oh, Dan from Handicapped Traveler sent me some seeds, and I should have brought them back here. He sent me some awesome seeds. A lot of people have sent me some seeds. I was tickled to death that some people sent me some pepper seeds, and there's something I've never planted before. I'll have to have them in front of me the next time, next Monday when I go live.
Any particular kind of pepper?
It was something I never heard of. It was awesome. I'm like, oh, I'm excited. I had to run out there and grab one, but I don't want to be holding everybody up because I don't know if anybody else goes live today.
You want to do radishes? Cool. Now, I tried dill. It didn't come up. My chamomile didn't come up. I tried yarrow. It didn't come up. What other? I had some herbs that I'd planted, but they didn't. Kind of like one of them things that if you want them to come up, they don't. If you don't want them to come up, they will.
Exactly. Just like I said, the broccoli and our cauliflower, it actually sprouted, and we never thought it even would.
Yeah.
I wanted him to plant radishes. He said, no, they won't grow. What else? I tried. What the heck was it?
I
want to try Brussels sprouts, y'all. I like Brussels sprouts and spinach.
Tamara,
Those are two new things I want to try.
you and I are cut from the same cloth.
I do. I love Brussels sprouts. They're like little bitty cabbages.
Pick them right. They're delicious.
And my husband loves spinach. So I figured I'll go for the Brussels sprouts. He can have the spinach. Right?
Exactly.
She said exactly.
But you know, my spinach, a lot of my stuff didn't do well or didn't even grow this year.
Well, we had the craziest weather. It was awful. Russian
Hercules tomatoes. I don't think I've heard of that.
I didn't know, me either. That was a mouthful even for me to try to say that.
I'll have to check that out.
Lime. Deanna wants to try lime. Dan wants to try dill and chamomile. That's another thing he said about the dill. I still have yet not tried to plant herb seeds. I have some. I forgot that I have them because it's something I've never planted. So I'm going to try to do that this year. In the house, maybe. Matt says radishes.
Sure. I had seed. Handicap driver. I had yarrow seed, and I had a lot of it.
You're sweet.
It just didn't take off.
I am who I am. I'm not going to pretend to be somebody I'm not. I can't do it. That's not me. Dan says, wow, your yarrow didn't come up, though. I bought Kathy a yarrow plant 2 years ago, and it took off for us. It really spread. Oh, wow.
Yeah, but see, you had the plant, and I have the seed, and it seems like nothing that I do in seed in an herb will hardly come up. Now, my lemon balm did. My lemon basil did. And parsley. Those were the three things that came up, and that was pretty much it.
Yeah, Tamara says her radishes did good, but her dill didn't. Mine didn't do anything either because they're still in the pack. They're still in the pack. They ain't gonna do nothing in there, are they?
No.
Unless I put water in the tin. My luck did sprout in there too.
Okay.
Supposed to be.
These you're going to have to put on there what groups in Facebook or how you find these groups, tomato groups.
Yeah, if anybody can do that, drop a link in the chat for D. If anybody would like to. I'm scared to leave my live. I will not get back in. I'm not tech savvy. And they're supposed to be bigger than beefsteak tomatoes. Oh, my husband loves the beefsteak tomatoes. Oh, wow.
My chives didn't grow. I had so much planted.
Are you a mod? If not, I need to make you one. And
don't know.
Let me see. Well, all I gotta do is look on my phone. Okay.
I think this year all I'm going to plant are aromas, so that I can make sauces. I have plenty of like a V8 juice. I have plenty of tomato juice, salsa. I even planted whole tomatoes, or not planted. I canned whole tomatoes, but I didn't have anything that was good to make like uh, sauces with.
Oh, gotcha. It takes a while to get takes a lot of tomatoes and a long time to get that sauce really thick. And I found out somebody to put everything in my roasted pan and just let it simmer in there, and then use my immersion blender and do it that way. And you just got to let it get down to where you want it. But it might take you a little while, but it works.
Yeah.
You know, I want to do
Yeah.
a spaghetti sauce with the burger, but I've heard so many things about the people didn't like out of the can in the meat. They didn't like the texture of the beef. So
Okay,
it's, it's
this
okay.
is my
I'm not sure yet.
this is my thing on meat sauce. Okay, if you want a meat sauce for your spaghetti,
Hmm.
brown your burger, and then put your tomato sauce on it. Mix it
That's the way
together.
I do it. That's exactly
Yeah.
the way I do it.
I don't necessarily can meat sauce.
You're welcome. Anna, do you know how to drop links? Oh, and anybody in the chat, if you type the word living, it should drop the link to your channel.
Give that a try.
The seeds we sent you are for flowers. You love. Oh my gosh, yes, I love hummingbirds. Oh, yes, I do. Yes, I do. Oh, thank you, Dee. She dropped the link. Or thank you. Yeah, Deanna. Hey, Dee. Deanna dropped the link. Because I said D and D because it says Dee's garden and Dee's up on panel. I was like, wait a minute.
All righty.
All right.
Okay, when I get home, I will. Does your chat show up after you have?
Yes. I was confused at first. What you got to do if you look at underneath it, there'll have be like two little dots. One to be clear and one to be black. One to say chat, and if you slide it sideways, it'll say see what people talked about in the chat.
Okay, I'll check it when I get home from work.
Okay.
Because I can't get Facebook on here.
Oh yeah, she's at work. Oh, what are you working on?
Just my daily stuff for every other day.
Deanna said there's 2 tomato groups. The obsession group has pepper, flower, seed, and gardening.
Oh.
Oh, you know what, Deanna, go back to what you said about, you sent me the flowers. I love the flower seeds. I don't have them. It was where I did an open collaboration with Luann. She sent me some seeds, and they were pepper seeds and things from the chili fest that she did. That's where I got you guys confused. My bad. Does anybody need anything dropped? Do you need anything dropped, D?
No, it was those two tomato things from groups from Facebook that I was wondering about.
And Deanna said she dropped 2 links for you.
Awesome.
They're in the chat. Okay.
Yep, I'll check them when I get home.
All right. So we're gonna.
Much.
Yeah. So, what are y'all's plans for Thanksgiving? Are y'all cooking? Are you invited over to family? Are you eating out? What's going on with the food?
Terry
What's happening?
cooks.
Albie said we're not going anywhere. That I have to cook because he wants turkey salad. He loves turkey salad.
Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah, he doesn't want me to cook the turkey. He just wants me to just cook the turkey and make salad. He don't want nothing else. I was like, no, because I can use the bones and everything else to make turkey broth, right?
Yes. Yes. I'm trying to fix my shirt and it's not wanting to cooperate. Excuse me.
All right, thank you, Deanna. I appreciate that. Oh, heck yeah, Dan. Well, I think I did my 8 minutes, huh? Does anybody have anything they're doing or anybody going live? Then maybe we can go jump into their live or things like that.
Now that you all are, everybody's welcome. Everybody's welcome to come to mine on 5 o'clock on Sunday evenings. Live at 5.
All right, do you hear that? 5 o'clock Sunday evening. Is it Eastern, PM, Central?
Eastern. It is Eastern.
All righty.
You all come over and enjoy. I'm getting ready to start getting a I don't want to say it's necessarily a prepper thing, but it is basically a prepper thing.
Oh, that's
Uh,
exciting. Oh, definitely, y'all. Y'all hear
yeah,
that? Sundays
for
at
medical
5
or
p.m.
cooking or just anything to, you don't have to extreme prep, you know.
Oh,
So
yeah, I know what you're saying. Lady, I
yeah,
know what you're saying.
just need to make sure there's certain things that you need to have on hand, especially in an emergency. So
Yes. Oh, yeah. I
I
can't
think I'll
wait
be,
because yeah, there's certain things like, some
but
people are
y'all
just,
come
hmm,
over and check out my channel,
yes.
Homesteading with D, and
Drop D's
you know,
channel.
comes here. I'll do it. You said
Okay.
living, right?
Oh, Deanna said she emailed you the links, D.
All right, awesome.
That's
Thank
awesome,
you.
Deanna. Thank you for doing that. And
But
what does Tamara say?
but you never know what's going to happen on my channel. We just may be sitting there talking and jabbing, and we may have something very informative. So um, I'm trying to get
Oh,
more information to people that what they may be interested in and need. But I got
oh,
to know what it is so I can get it, get it for you. But y'all come
that's
over and
right.
check us out.
Yes, we will definitely check it out. I'll have to make a post in my community page for that.
Thank you,
And
Tammy.
I have another one for everybody for next Monday. What do y'all want to talk about? Drop in the chat. What do y'all want to talk about? We could do gardening again. We could do food. We can just sit back and chill. You know what I mean? Figure something out. We did talk about what do you like? Dee was just saying, what do you think that you should have in your pantry or in your home? Necessities that you are definitely going to need. That's another thing. I'm just going to touch base on that for a minute. That it keeps popping in my head. We're worried about food for ourselves, right? What
Mm-hmm.
about all these pets you have? What are you going to do with all these pets you have? All the
Yep.
dogs, I mean, yes, some of the pets you can eat them, but what are you going to feed them? Are you stocking up for that? You know what I'm saying? We just
Yep.
don't know. With the way things are, you just don't know. You don't have any electric, you don't have solar panels. How are you gonna? You've got to really think about other
Yeah.
ways to survive,
Because your
not just
your
food.
your dogs, cats, birds, bunnies, whatever, they got to eat too. So,
Exactly.
yep.
Exactly. You got to think not only of yourselves, but you have to think of the animals that you have around you.
Yep.
You know, and how you going to prepare your food? You don't have electric. You don't have propane. You better have some kind of grill out there, some kind of firewood, something. You know, we're lucky we heat with a propane, but we also have a wood stove. So if worst comes to worst, fire up the wood stove. I can cook on the wood stove. I've done it before. I've even cooked on a kerosene heater before. You
Yep.
know,
Exactly.
can you? How are you gonna light stuff? You have like a little magnifying glass. You hit that sun, get something sparked up. There's a lot of videos on what do you call it? Strikers, the striker thingy. There's a lot of fired up videos out there. I was learning to do that. I'm behind on the chat. I'm sorry.
Well, it's like I
You.
said last night. There's a lot of people that don't know the simplicity of just starting a fire.
Yeah.
You that's kind of like stuff that I'm going to be having on my channel. But
Yep. Well, that's what I was getting them psyched up to come to your channel. Geez, lady. Yeah, I'm getting them psyched up. So you,
but yeah, y'all come and check it out.
getting them psyched up. Come on. All right, you guys. Let me get back through the chat. And some people are staying home and cooking. Some are going out. Bear with me, y'all. Actually doing our second annual what we are thankful for on Thanksgiving Day for those who are by themselves. Oh, that's awesome, Dan. I'm disappointed. The other day I come back in from lunch. Or no, I was on break and they were doing the annual drive for the needy for
Mhm.
the drop off stuff. By the time I come back out there, had everything. They were done gone. I was so sad. I wanted to
Yeah.
donate so bad. I was like, doggone it. I'm like, there's a church right down the street that does that. So I think I'm going to just take it down there. You just never know.
Yep.
All right. So I hope everybody had fun today, learned something new. If not, go to D. D laughing. And remember, mark it on your calendar. Sometimes you got to do that. Sundays at 5 p.m. Eastern time, we are going to head right on over to D's, and we're going to pick on her.
Hey, come on.
She said, "Bring it
Hey,
on."
Mona. How
Oh,
you
hi,
doing,
Mona.
Mona?
How are you? Thank you for coming.
Hey, also, if you have something in particular you want me to find out for you, be happy to drop me a link. You know,
You hear that?
tell me what you need. Tell me what you're needing to find out, what you're wanting to learn. I was even going to have Rebecca Touch by Yarn was going to teach people how to do the hats on that little hand
Oh, yeah,
loom.
that would be awesome.
Yeah,
That would be
and
awesome.
all you have to do is get the loom and come and join us, and she's gonna be teaching that.
When? I'll get my loom this week.
Get you a loom. I've got 2 people right now. I'm including in one of them, but anybody who wants to get those round looms and learn how to make those hats and scarves and things like that, do
Happy
so.
Thanksgiving, Dan.
Come over and sub to me so you'll know when we're going to do it, and learn how to make a hat.
How
Keep
was
your
your
head
uncle,
warm.
Mona? Yes, we will. Seriously, I will post that. Dee, do you do the upcoming live thing for your channel through StreamYard? Do you know how to set that up?
I create a thing on StreamYard for my lives, but other than that, I don't know
I
anything
think you
about
can
it.
share it. It should automatically go to YouTube in your live section, and it should say upcoming,
Mm-hmm.
and then we can share that out. And you go over there and look for it, and hit that notification bell, so that way when she goes live, we get the notification.
Yes, you will get the notification.
All right, y'all hear that?
I'd love y'all to come and share an evening, or be a part of our community too.
Oh,
We're
honey, I'd love to be
crazy
a part of your
bunch.
community. I just love you to death. Y'all awesome.
Aw,
I love
thank you,
these people
honey.
in
You
here.
too. You too.
Lady. Ah, shucks. Ah, shucks. All right, Dee. This was so much fun, you people. I really enjoyed it. Y'all made me feel comfortable.
Aw,
Like a
no
love
need
struck
to feel uncomfortable. We're all the same, honey. All the
I
same.
know, but I'm backwards.
Me too. Me
I'm a
too.
little backwards. What
If
I
we
do?
can just laugh with ourselves, not
Yes,
we don't laugh at us, laugh with us.
exact. Amen, sister. Amen. Amen to that. Tamara, everyone in the chat, I want to thank you all so very much. I want to thank Alfonso for coming up and showing us his lovely garden. Dee for coming up and smiling and picking on me. No, I'm just kidding, Dee. I'm kidding, Dee. I want to thank all of you lovely people in the chat, my friends. If you don't mind, I'm going to call you all my friends, if that's allowed. My friends.
We're family.
Family. My friendly family. And I appreciate you all for coming. And I will see you all Sunday over at D's at 5 p.m. And then Monday, y'all come back here. You hear? All right? Thank you guys so much. Now I got to go out and play with the chickens.
Oh,
right.
that sounds like fun.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to go out and play with the chickens. They're waiting on me to turn them loose. The big girls with the little girls. So,
All right.
thank you guys. Love you all. Happy Thanksgiving. Be safe and don't eat too much, okay? I've already started on my pumpkin cheesecake. I did. All right, you guys. Thank you. Good night. Good day. And I'll see you over at D's on Sunday, if not before.